Cheers, I do buckaroos, and how the heck are you? It's a special edition of 5 songs and 2 beers with the Beer Whisperer. And it may be a repeat of sorts because, man, I found out that, of course, I don't watch award shows, but I was excited, and in my opinion, the Grammys have lost their, credibility years ago. However, here's a however. The great Cedric Burnside, the grandson of R.L. Burnside, won a Grammy, man, for Best Traditional Blues Album. And I bought this album back in 21 when it first came out. I did a pre-order on it because if you did a pre-order, you got a signed copy. I want to show that to you. And I've been telling people about it since then. It's been in several of my videos. I did some videos with exclusively his music, some with just his music added in the set. However, what I did special about this particular one, in honor of his Grammy win, I've got 5 songs from I Be Trying. 5 songs. I had been using 5 songs from his catalog. Here I've got 5 songs from I Be Trying. The first one is The World Can Be So Cold. As I pour a beer, man. So I've got 2 Pilsners from Springfield Brewing Company. They're Australian-style Pilsner, small batch series, 5.7% using the Australian Ella hop, which is why it's an Australian style. So let's pour that here. Got some bacon cooking in the oven, so I may have to pause it at some point and take my bacon out, man. I like to cook the bacon in the oven as opposed to in a skillet. Most restaurants do it that way. You get a nice even slice. The world can be so cold. All right, let me show you how beautiful this beer pours, though. I know it's a Pilsner, and I'm using my Belgian tulip glass, but it had the logo on it, so I felt like I had to use it. Now I'm going to do something I don't typically do. I usually drink one and then the other, but because I've got two Pilsners, an Australian style and a German style, I kind of want to compare the differences on the nose. This one, this German style, I already see a difference in the color. That's wild. Features the Tettnang hop. Using this one, I felt like I ought to put one of them in a Pilsner glass, so I've got my Drink Local glass, but boy, the color difference is big, right? A little deeper golden on the Australian, more traditional over here. Yeah, you get those bigger bready malt notes over here, but you do feel them over here as well. And then with the Ella, you've got the addition of added fruit notes. So anyway, I'm going to set that German down for a little bit, and I'm going to start over here. I Be Trying, the title track. Let me show you the disc again. Let me show you the disc. Just so you know that I have it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this guy. I was a big fan of his grandfather, R.L. Burnside. I actually saw him many, many years ago, not R.L., but Cedric Burnside, when he was playing with a fella named Malcolm Lightning, or Lightning Malcolm, rather. Lightning Malcolm. Sometimes I'm dyslexic. Lightning Malcolm. Many, many years ago in Clarksdale, Mississippi. He was playing drums back then, but boy, what he's doing now is amazing. Last May, I believe it was May, I caught him on a special on Nugs TV or Nugs.net on YouTube. He was doing a solo show at Tipitina's. Man, it was just amazing. I'll be trying. This song is just lyrically a genius, as well as musically. Anyway, cheers. I've been trying best I can. Anyways, I love this song, man. I really do. So yeah, you do feel some of those big bready or biscuity malts in here, as the other pills do. You do feel some of those herbal hop notes, but that Ella hop gives you some additional fruit notes. You might feel as citrus. You might feel some berry notes. Now, in all honesty, for me, I pick out more berry than citrus, but some will pick out more citrus and berry. It's really between you and your palate. I be trying, I be trying, I be trying, I be trying. Great tune, man. I'd love to see him again, but now that he's won a Grammy, it's probably going to be tough. He's not going to be playing Springfield no more. It's going to be all Kansas City and St. Louis and bigger venues. Anyway, that's a bummer, man. He hasn't made it to my neck of the woods yet, but I'm probably going to have to find a place that I can get to because I would really love to see him again. Cedric Burnside. Damn. So I'll hit the stop button and then get my bacon out, and I'll pull the bacon out and get it right. Then I'll come back, hit the start button again, and I'll splice the videos together. I don't guess it's called splicing anymore because we're just in the... Anyway, so I'm old, man. I remember splicing the cassette tapes together way back when. There was a time when I had some dexterity and my eyes were good. I had some skills. I was pretty good at splicing. You had to be. You had to be good at the old pencil twirl. Oh, the cassette tape, man. They were a step above the 8-track, but damn. Song number 3, I believe, coming up here. Love is the Key. I tried to pick a nice swatch of 5 songs, right, that kind of represented the album. It wasn't necessarily the 5 songs or my personal favorites, because I think the whole album's great, but I wanted to capture kind of different sides of Cedric Burnside, different, different emotions, both lyrically and musically is why I chose these particular 5 songs. Some are more poignant, some are a little edgier. And to be quite frank, the 5 songs that are my personal favorite are different every day, depending on my mood that particular day. Anyway. Love is the key. Great song. I'm going to do a riff on a classic for dinner. Sizzler, if you grew up on the West Coast, you know what a sizzler is, but he used to do this thing that we thought was fancy at the time. It was kind of poor people fancy. Called Malibu Chicken. Malibu Chicken was basically just chicken patty. I mean, nothing fancy, just chicken patty. Piece of ham, Swiss cheese on top. They serve it with honey mustard. I'm serving it as a sandwich, but again, the riff on it is I'm turning it into the Malibu Chicken Club. I'm adding bacon, lettuce, and tomato. So basically, we're going to build a BLT. Then we'll add the Malibu Chicken component on top. The other riff is that it is traditionally served with Swiss cheese. I didn't realize I was out of Swiss cheese. I did not. I thought I had some, man. I really did. But we're going to use provolone because you can make it switch. Use whatever cheese you like. In fact, when my kids were little, they preferred provolone, so I usually would make it with provolone. The good thing about provolone, too, is it's a round chicken patty. Yeah, you following me? We're picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, provolone is a round cheese. So it actually fits better on the patty. Melts better over than a square piece of cheese. But anyway, so provolone works. But it's a slight variation. Love is the key. Oh, excuse me. And it is a rather spring-like day here, so I was going again with some classics. So I did kind of a 70s style macaroni salad. Well, maybe not quite 70s. Maybe more 90s. It's back in my old deli manager days. I used to carry this product called Gourmet macaroni salad that had little chunks of cheese in it and various other things. So that's what we got going on here. Kind of a version of a mac salad, so we're kind of going classics, right? We're revisiting the 70s, sort of, with the Malibu chicken and a macaroni salad. Remembering my old Little League Diamond Dip days. Anyways, as we drift into song 4 here as I finish up my Australian Pilsner. Gotta look out. So you feel the herbal notes a little bit larger here, and you know, shouldn't be surprised by that. Damn, Skippy. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love a German style Pilsner. I want them to do a Czech Pilsner because they have in the past. I want them to do a small batch Czech because I personally love the sauce hop. I love those peppery notes. I know not everybody does that. I've talked to people, but I love the sauce, man. Love those peppery notes. I kind of like them mixed with the nobles because it adds that little note, but gives you a little something extra. You gotta look out for yourself. Gotta look out for yourself. See, again, like I said, this last song was a little more poignant. This song is a little edgier. And it shows us, again, shows different vocal ability. Also shows a difference in lyrically and musically. The guitar here, he's again just a little bit edgier. I'm going to hit the stop button because my bacon just paused. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about the pause, but I had to get the bacon out of the oven anyway. What makes me think? Song number 5, Cedric Burnside. I Be Trying. Let me show you this disc one more time before we end the video. Oh, I've never showed you the back of it. There we go. There's a song list. And you can see it's autographed. I didn't pay extra for the autograph, but we got the autograph when you pre-ordered. It gives you the musicians on here. Cedric Burnside, Reed Watson, Luther Dickinson. Luther Dickinson you may know from other projects. Zach Cockrell, Caleb Elliott, Portrica Burnside. Anyway, there you go. Luther Dickinson from the North Mississippi All-Stars. I wasn't trying to be cagey. North Mississippi All-Stars. They did an album way back when called Shake Hands with Shorty. That was brilliant. They kind of they did some R.L. Burnside albums and other classics, but they rocked them up a notch. They didn't. I think they kept them pretty true, but they also kicked them up a little bit, and that made it very interesting. But here you've got Cedric Burnside doing his thing with the classic Delta blues. Anyway. The classic Delta blues. So the malt notes are similar on both beers, although I mean it is more prevalent on the German, and I think part of that is because those nobles, the Tettnang really lifts that up. You get that beautiful herbal finish. The Ella does something a little bit different. I'm not saying the German is better. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just telling you what the differences are, and I love both beers. So there you go. As I got my chicken patties now cooking for my Malibu Chicken Club. I don't know why the Sizzler never thought of that. Oh, maybe they did. I don't know. I left California in '87, so they may have come up with it after that. But anyway, if not, I'm claiming the rights to the Malibu Chicken Club. Damn it, it's mine. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, we were both my wife and I were kind of craving some classic mac salad. So there you go. Both my kids love macaroni salad. My dad hated macaroni salad, so I actually never had it as a kid at home. The first time I ever had it was Little League. They do these. I've told the story before, but they do these diamond dips, right? Usually at the beginning of the season, it was kind of a fundraiser. Everybody would bring a dish, and stuff would sit out in the wide open for hours. I mean, it's amazing that nobody bought the farm. But we did. But it might explain some of the issues I have with my gut. Anyways, Cedric Burnside, I'd be trying. I hope you like the stuff. Man, the man just won a Grammy, and go out and buy the album. It's absolutely great. I am Tom, the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, Beer Drinker, Purveyor was the man. All around good guy. Cheers.